Hello everyone and welcome back to Fins Down Under episode 6. I'm your host Adrian, and on today's episode we'll be reviewing the Miami Dolphins game against the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. So let's get into it. So this is a second matchup, this is a second game for the Miami Dolphins in their preseason. They first Detroit Lions at Ford Field. They end up winning 24-17. So I thought overall it was a good performance. Most of the Miami Dolphins starters didn't play. Most of the Detroit Lions players didn't start offensively and defensively. But it was good to see our backup, second stringers and third stringers perform. And I thought they did really well. I thought Zach Wilson was a bit better in this game. He started for us. He played the first half. I thought he was a bit better this game. He still hangs on the ball a bit too much for me. Needs to get rid of the ball quicker. And he missed one throw, a touchdown throw into the end zone. He missed a wide open receiver. But besides those two things, I thought he was all right. I thought Quinn Ewers played the second half. I thought he was really good. He was poor against the Chicago Bears in the first preseason game, but I said, it's his first game. He's probably a little bit nervous. I'll let him off the hook with that. But this game against the Lions in the second half, he basically won us the game. I thought he was player of the game for us. He completed 11 completions for 17 attempts, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His accuracy was better. He didn't look nervous. He looked quite confident out there, and I thought he played really well. So Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers it's pretty tight for that backup quarterback position behind Tua. If I had to pick one at the moment, I would probably go Ewers. He's shown a bit more to me than Zach Wilson at the moment. But there's still one preseason game to go against Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend. So I'll probably give the edge to Ewers at the moment for that backup quarterback position, but there's still another game to go. So we'll see what happens there. So we finished the game with a defensive interception from Robinson. E. Robinson. It was a sexy interception. Great catch. He was rushing the quarterback. He jumped up to try to block the pass, and he caught it. He caught it while he was rushing the quarterback, able to bring it down and seal the interception and seal the win for the Miami Dolphins. So I thought that was a great play by E. Robinson to wrap up the game for us. And it's important winning. I know it's, like I said last week, it's important winning. I know it's only preseason, but you still want to win games, regardless if it's preseason or regular season. It gives your teams confidence. It boosts players and team morales up. So I thought it was an important and good victory for the Miami Dolphins on the against the Lions. I thought the drive, our last drive with Quinn Ewers, and we ate up about 8 minutes of clock, and we there at the end. So I thought that was a really good drive there. They kill the clock, run the clock down, and we put points on the board. So I thought that was a really good drive led by Quinn Ewers there at the end. Let's get into the player stats. So passing, Zach Wilson, 15 for 23, 151 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. He played the first half. Quinn Ewers, 11 completions, 17 attendance, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I thought he was terrific. He definitely was the player of the game for me. Rushing, Ollie Gordon, 10 carries, 50 yards, and he averaged 5 yards per carry. He's becoming probably one of my favourite Miami Dolphins players at the moment. Like, I love seeing him run with the ball. He's a violent runner, runs downhill. He's hard to tackle. There's always 2 or 3 players, trying to tackle him down. And I just love the way he's a very physical back. So he's had 2 good preseason games now. A. Shampling, 2 carries, 32 yards. M. Boone, 3 carries, 13 yards. J. Wright, 4 carries, 3 yards. And Q Ewers, 1 carry, -1 yard. That was a kneel down at the end of the game. Reception. T. Wees had a day out, 6 receptions, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. D. Eskridge was good also, 3 receptions, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. T. Connor had a decent game, 6 receptions, 48 yards. C. Myrick, 1 reception, 13 yards. Armstrong, 1 reception, 12 yards. Ollie Gordon, 2 receptions, 9 yards. And Ezukanuma, I think that's how you pronounce his name. 1 reception, 3 yards. Let's go to our defensive Miami Dolphins player stats. Now, I'm not going to read you all the defensive stats, but these are the players that I thought really played well in the defense for us. G. Murphy, 3 tackles, 1 sack. C. Gooden, 2 tackles, 2 assists, half a sack. J. Phillips, 2 tackles, 2 assists, and 1.5 sacks. So he played well. And E. Robinson, 2 assists, and then with that great game-sealing interception there at the end of the game to win us the game. Returns, I thought our kick returns and our punting return were good again this week. AJ Henning, 2 returns. This is kick returns. 2 returns, 64 yards, average 32. D. Eskridge, 1 return, 27 yards. The only negative was AJ Henning. I think it was in the in the second half. He should have let the ball bounce. I don't know why he tried to catch it on the full. He should have let it bounce, but he ended up trying to catch it on the full. Kind of dive for it, and he muffed it. He dropped the catch, and the Detroit Lions recovered it in good field position. Bad defense made a good stop, only leaving them for 3 points. So punt returns, AJ Henning, 3 returns, 41 yards, average 13.7. D. Eskridge, 2 returns, 15 yards, 7.5. Kicking, Jay Sanders had 1 for 1, field goal for 22. He had field goals 1 for 1, long 22 yards. Punting, Jay Bailey, 2 punts, 109 yards, average 54.5 inside the 21. R. Stonehouse, number of punts, 2 yards, 80, average 40 inside the 21. So I thought our both punters punted well in this game. Let's go to the team stats. Total yards, Detroit Lions 274, Miami 356. Passing yards, we kept them below 200, which was good. 170 passing yards, we had 259. Rushing yards, they had 100. Detroit Lions had 104. We had 97. Yards per play, Detroit Lions 4.3. We had 5.8. First downs, Lions had 18. Dolphins had 21. Fourth down efficiency, they were 3 from 3. We were 0 from 1. Total plays, they had 2 more plays than us. They had 63 total plays. We had 61. Sacks allowed, we sacked them 3 times, and we only allowed 1 sack. So that's a big improvement from last week. Last week we allowed 6 sacks. So big improvement there this week for this game. Punts, they had 7 punts. We had 4 penalty yards. Oh, this game had too many penalties in it. A total of 22 penalties. It was very frustrating to watch. Detroit Lions had 13 penalties for 86 yards. We had 9 penalties for 60 yards. Fumbles lost 0, Detroit Lions 0. We had that 1 with AJ Henning. Interceptions thrown, they had 1 at 0 with Robinson making that good defensive interception there at the end to win us the game. Time of possession, we had a bit more. Detroit Lions had 29 minutes and 41 seconds, and we had 30 minutes and 19 seconds. So that wraps up the recap of the game, of the Detroit Lions game. Our next game is against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Miami. So that's our last preseason game before we take on the Indianapolis Colts away in week 1. So that wraps up the show today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. And as always, fins up.